Good morning, Rene Gonzalez. Kevin Rabbit Shrimp Stories. I want to make the first story about the Gulf King 20. The Gulf King 20 was a scary boat to work with. It's a wet boat. Those they're too low in the water. They're too any kind of seas or rough weather it fills up the deck on the boat. We went through a lot of different experiences where got a little rough on us and it'll wash the deck off, man. One time we had some real good drag, big shrimp, 300-400 pound drag, and get washed over because a damn sea hit the deck and gets filled up and washes out the deck. That kind of stuff on that boat. So I had to be careful whenever it got rough to try to pick up to clean the decks down seas or something like that where uh, it wouldn't be sightseeing. You have to be behind it or in the bow against it. But anyway, there was a story I want to say about that one time we were shrimping up to the east. There's a 7,400 line up about, I'd say maybe 33, 34 fathoms of water. We used to clock around there all the time. And at that time, I think that my crew was J.D. Alaman and Joe Gonzalez and a guy from a friend of ours from Houston, a guy named Robert Roy. Call him Chief. But anyway, they were with us on that trip that I'm talking about, and we had picked up that night, and after cleaning the deck and all that, I always pump the boat, and but when I pumped the boat, I changed the valves, for to pump the boat out, and I had forgotten about changing the valves back when after pumping the boat or something like that, and uh, I went to bed, and JD was on the wheel, and then later on I started a lot of hollering that JD's hollering that the boat was full of water. And sure enough, when I heard that, I jumped out of bed real quick, and I remembered that I hadn't changed that damn valve. So I ran down there, my underwear and all. I ran down there to the engine room, and man, that thing was full. The engine was halfway up in the water, man. The transmission, all of that was underwater, man. So all I did was just change the valves and start pumping the boat while we were dragging. We were still dragging, and and the boat was almost halfway full of water, man. So we kept dragging like that. And so I went back to bed, and I told JD just pump it and keep pumping it in the morning to get ready to pick up in the morning. So that's what we did. We just kept on pumping the boat out while we were dragging. It was the boat full of water, but it pumped it all out. But next day in the morning, 7, 8 o'clock, we drug a little late and got ready to hang them up. And so we did. And we had a good drag that morning. And but after we hung them up and we went on anchor, I took everything. I had to take like the alternator, the starter, stuff like that off the engine, and all that stuff right there. Rinse it with fresh water, and stick it in the oven and let it dry. Let them dry. And I had to flush out the transmission. I flushed it all out and put fresh oil on it, on the transmission, and we were good to go for the next day. But man, that was scared the hell out of her. These guys were worried because we were so full of water that they scared, man. They were fighting for the damn life jackets on the boat. I think it was one life jacket short, one life jacket short. So they were fighting for who was gonna get that other life jacket that wasn't enough. That Daddy wasn't enough. So anyway, they were fighting for him. But I told him I'd try to calm him down. Hey, it's all right, man. Just keep. That keep on dragging here. But that Gulf King 20, man, that was a scary boat, man. Every time the lazarette get a little water or something, it'll sink down. And once you're dragging and it sunk down, the boat's sitting down real low. Uh, you're trying to make a turn, and man, that boat will list big time, man. God, scare you, man. Wants to flip over. And but anyway, I think I only made about 4 or 5 trips on that boat, and one on that last trip on it, when we were coming in, the lazarette got full of water again. I didn't pay attention, and when we were picking up the outriggers there in Port Aransas to come down the channel, Lillian Channel, to go into Aransas Pass, man, with the outriggers up, that boat started listing big time, man. It looked like he wanted to cap over. So I slowed it down where I had to drop the outriggers back down to balance the boat, because I don't know why, for some reason it just started swinging back and forth from one side to the other, just swinging. And it scared me, man. So when I got to the dock, I told over Ed Bruni there, the, the port master there, Gulf King, well, hey man, I quit this fucking boat. You're gonna give me another boat. I ain't gonna work on this damn suicide boat. So I quit and I went home. And he didn't believe me. You're gonna quit, you ass. I'm gonna quit. Damn it, I ain't gonna work this fucking boat. And but now about a week later, that's when he called me. He gave me that Gulf King 11. But man, that boat, that Gulf King 20, golly, my son Rene, that was when he was a little guy, and he was out one time when that boat got full in the back deck with Mario Garcia and Pee Wee Chupi, and we have just picked up a real good drag, man, 400 or 500 pound drag, nothing but big shrimp offshore, and it started getting choppy, started getting rough, and they were cleaning out the drag when a sea hit, and I mean it just filled up the deck, most of the shrimp, and it because the stopper hose they put the tops on there, the covers for the stopper hose, they put them on so they won't wash out, and so the deck got so damn full of water that the boat sunk down, and even the RPMs on the engine fucking slowed for the pressure of it, where the amount of water on the back deck. And man, that thing started listing real bad, so I started hollering at Mario and Pee Wee, pull those scupper holes, man. Pull them out and let them drain. So we had to let the water out, so it drained all the damn shrimp that was on the back deck. Boy, that kind of stuff right there. And my son Rene was with us. He was a little boy, man, and he was scaring the shit out of him. But well, that kind of stuff there. But that Gulf King 20, golly, man, and but we caught a lot of shrimp. Me and my Tony Garcia used to work that boat a lot too. There was one trip that I made with Nicho Pena, two-handed, and we were way up east, man, 77, 7600 line, around the clock, biting the damn butterfish, man, making 3-hour drags, man. Making 3-hour drags and just picking it out, man. Just putting the deck hose on the because the butterfish will slide right out. So you just put a water hose on it, just sliding out and picking out the shrimp while you're sliding out the fish. And big old piles of it. But we went through it quick, man. But we were two-handed that time, working that boat like that. But anyway, I went to a lot of experiences with that boat right there. But anyway, that's what I wanted to say about the Gulf King 20. That was a scary boat, man. But hopefully y'all enjoy that one. Okay.